There behind the, but lift it up from the very bottom.
Aniruddha. Aniruddha. Namo Vishnu. Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
I want to thank everybody for coming out this evening. One quick message, anybody who's parked in the parking lot up on the hill here, is not a problem to get out. But at 7 o'clock, if they came in through the gate by the office, that will be locked at 7 o'clock, and you won't be able to get your car out. So
They should park in the parking lot right here.
they should park in this upper parking lot. You can go in and out anytime you want, and that won't be a problem. So my Dandavat Pranam to all the devotees, and why are we all here? That's the question. So we're attracted to reestablish our relationship with the Supreme Lord. So we've come to hear from the Lord's very dear, pure devotee, Om Vishnupad Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj. And only by the mercy of the pure devotee will we be able to actually reestablish our relationship with the Supreme Lord and end our sojourn in this material existence. And Om Vishnupad Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj is not just any sadhu. He is Rasik Acharya of the topmost. He's established his most confidential, he's fully realized his confidential relationship with the Supreme Lord. And to come in his association, it can be compared to if there is, in all the oceans of the world, if there is one turtle and there is one log floating in that entire ocean, and that one log has one small hole. When the turtle comes to take air, his head goes through that knothole in the entire ocean. So to come in contact with pure devotee like our dear most Gurudeva is so rare, and we're extremely fortunate today to have his association. So.
Very senior devotees and sincere devotee. See, Shyam Rani, Didi will glorify his Gurudev, and she will tell what is our mission to complete.
Om Gyanam Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chaksuram Lilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. First I offer my unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my Paramarajitama Guru Pada Padma, Nichalila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Stotra Sata Sri Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and the same unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my Paramarajitama Guru Pada Padma, Om Vishnupada Stotra Sata Sri Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, to all of our Guru Varga and all the assembled devotees. Vrindavan Prabhu just said we're all fortunate that Srila Gurudeva is here. That word fortunate is very, very deep, as expressed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ekupe Brahmanda Bhomite Konya Bhagavana Jeev Guru Krishna Prashade Pai Bhakta Lata Beach. That is, the living entities, us, have been wandering through many species of life for many billions of births, and a very fortunate Jeev, very rare, fortunate Jeev, by the mercy of Krishna, gets the association of a Sadguru who gives him the seed, the Bhakti Lata Bij, the seed of bhakti, which takes the shape of Shraddha. Gurudeva was explaining the word Shraddha, which in its fruition is this mission that he's speaking about. Shraddha is also described by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Sri Sanatana Goswami. Shraddha Shabde Vishwasha Kahe Sujrita Nishchay Krishna Bhakti Koila Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. That Shraddha, that seed of bhakti, in its fruition, the fruit of it is the strong faith that simply by serving Krishna, all subsidiary activities are performed, as much as by watering the root of a tree, all the leaves and branches are watered, or by feeding the stomach, all the limbs of the body are also fed simultaneously. If I try to put food in this hand, it becomes frustrated and gets undernourished and the whole body dies. So feeding the stomach, everything else is fed. So Gurudev gave the most beautiful examples in San Diego just a few weeks ago. He quoted the verse from the Gita, this strong faith, Ananta Chintayanto Mam, that is, if anyone has such strong faith in Krishna, such absorption in Krishna bhajan, that he doesn't have any time to care for his own body, his own maintenance, he's only thinking of his internal service to Krishna, then Krishna personally maintains him. Krishna says, I discover a way to maintain him, and then I maintain him. Arjuna didn't have any time to take care of his wife or his children. So what did Krishna do? He himself personally taught archery to Arjuna's son, Abhimanyu. And Krishna personally, Arjuna simply said, my horses are tired. So Krishna, what to speak of serving Arjuna, Krishna massaged Arjuna's horses. And as Gurudev was saying this, he was like marveling. He said, not Arjuna, his horses. Like he couldn't get over the sweetness and mercy of Krishna that he just wants to serve his devotees. He gave Arjuna his sister to marry. He himself became his cousin. He became his chariot driver. And when by the very first arrow of Bhishma, Arjuna's horses and chariot were both finished, Krishna somehow or other kept them alive. And then at the very end of the war, Krishna said, now Arjuna, immediately get off your chariot. Arjuna said, why? What for? He said, just follow my order now. You get off, and then I'm getting off. So Arjuna got off, then Krishna got off, and all of a sudden the horses and the chariot both went ablaze and were destroyed. Arjuna said, what happened? How did that happen? So Krishna said, by the very first arrow of Bhishma, everything was finished, but I kept them alive. And now that the war is over, they revealed their nature. Not only that, I told Hanuman to sit on your flag. And so many times during this war, Hanuman has saved you. So if somebody has no time, because he's absorbed, just like there was one policeman. And this policeman hadn't yet joined the mutt. He was working on the police force. One day he was so absorbed in bhajan, the external sadhak form engaged in Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, following the principles of Srila Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, our 6 Goswamis, dwelling in his mind in Vrindavan, and following the regulative principles of spontaneous sadhan bhakti, and in his internally conceived, perfected form, engaged in his internal service to the Lord. And he was so absorbed in his bhajan that he forgot to go to his police work that day. So the next day, he realized what happened. He thought, what will happen? Will I get fired or what? So the next day when he went into his work, they told him, you did your work so good yesterday that we're going to give you a raise. So then he realized immediately, Krishna personally took that form, took my form, and went to the office for me. So what do I need to stay here for? If being here I get so much mercy, I'll just join my Gurudev. And who is our policeman? Srila Gurudeva himself. Govindanandi Hari.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, speak something, 2 words. He is also very senior devotee and he has served his Gurudeva so much. And also serving me, I cannot repay him.
Well, I'll just mention a couple points. Shamarani is always a hard act to follow. The first of which is that the pure devotees who come here to somehow or other scoop the dregs of humanity and inspire us with their Harikatha are empowered, directly empowered by Krishna. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ballabhacharya had met Lord Chaitanya a number of times. First when Mahaprabhu had Rupa Goswami with him, and Ballabhacharya was so impressed by the humility of Srila Rupa Goswami. He knew something was special about Mahaprabhu after the conversation, but it wasn't quite clear to him. And then as time went on, gradually it dawned on him who Mahaprabhu was, at least to a degree. So that by the time Ballabhacharya met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Puri, he immediately glorified him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why? What was it that he saw in Mahaprabhu that convinced him? And he mentioned that Kali Kaler Dharma Krishna Nam Sankirtan. Krishna Shakti Vina Nahi Tara Pravartana. That it takes empowerment directly from God in order to be able to distribute the holy name of Krishna in the way that you've been distributing. So therefore it's obvious to me who you are. And by the same token, it should be obvious to us who these great pure devotees are, who leave their bhajan behind, not behind, but they have to augment it. Why? For our sake. I also saw something quite unique recently in San Diego. When Srila Gurudeva was speaking about Uddhav Sandesh, and Uddhav was being sent to Vrindavan. And at first he saw all the glories of Braj with all the glee and the happiness, cows jumping, all the gopis cooking and churning, everyone so happy. And then in an instant, something changed. And he saw only destitution, everyone forlorn. Jashoda slumped unconscious, with cobwebs gathering on the stove, everyone lamenting in Krishna's absence. And as that mood changed, I saw Srila Gurudeva's mood change. And those of you who were there, you know, tears came to his eyes. But the thing that impressed me more than anything else was that in his desire to involve us in his Harikatha, in his desire to involve us in Krishna consciousness, he repressed those things in order to continue speaking and to continue the flow of Harikatha so that we could all be part of it. So this is, remember thinking as this was happening, this is true jiva doi. This is true compassion to jivas. So this takes great empowerment to do this kind of preaching, and naturally we all want to thank Srila Gurudeva and his entourage for coming. And lastly, I just wanted to say that both he and Srila Prabhupada have captured us by giving us taste, by giving us a taste of the nectar that they're tasting. As small a drop as it is, still they've given us some little idea of what it must be like. So, Bhakti Parishanubhavo Viraktir Anyatra Chaisa Trikaika Kala Prapatyamanasya yatakshnata tushti pushti kshud apayo nagasam. Bhakti has a special quality. It's almost like food. That when you eat food, you get healthy, you get nourished. You have your taste satisfied, you're happy, and you don't want any more food. So similarly, bhakti has this threefold result. First of all, we get great nourishment and happiness. Second of all, we get great health, spiritual health. And third of all, we have no more material desires. So our Srila Prabhupada always would use this verse as sort of a barometer for how to tell if a person is advancing in Krishna consciousness, or how to tell if we ourselves are advancing. That no material desires and increasing spiritual taste. So it's by this spiritual taste that somehow or other, I'm still trying to figure it out, we get something in our hearts and we get the idea. It's like everything comes up, oh, this is what I want. So everybody use that barometer over the next few days, and I can guarantee that the barometer gauge will go from this side to that side in 5 short days.
Really, here in Hawaii, in Honolulu, in Vrindavan, in the house of Vrindavan, on the bank of ocean, was totally observed in writing. Especially for Ujjwal Lingwai. So I forget where I am, who am I, what doing, totally. So I forget my Harikatha, what to tell to you. I don't remember anything. Then I will have to remember what to tell you, what subject we should discuss. It may be from tomorrow or so. Today I want to know one of the senior devotees of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. See, Deshtadimna Prabhu. He was with me everywhere, and from San Diego he left me and went to preach in so many parts of America. And so I want to know how the devotees of Swamiji were attracted and what was their response. I want to.
Om Jnanatimandasya Gyananjana Shlakaya Chakshuralmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Offer my respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of my spiritual master, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and at the lotus feet of my Siksha Guru, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj, at the lotus feet of all our Guru Varga, and at the lotus feet of all the Vaishnavas here assembled today. So, I've been very fortunate.
No? I'm very happy that they are preaching my mission in the whole world. Everywhere they are preaching.
Om Jnanatimandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So, being with Gurudev in India, Jagannath Puri first of all, there Gurudev, he was giving very, very wonderful classes on Roy Ramananda Sambad. Very, very beautiful. And then during the day, we would go with Gurudev, seniors, sannyasis and devotees, about 400 or 500 devotees, going to the different pastime places of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. Just being fed so much sweet, sweet nectar. More than we could absorb, at least myself. And then, actually in the morning, it was Aranya Maharaj. Aranya Maharaj, he was speaking, taking the teachings that he had received from Srila Gurudeva, from Pujapad Madhav Maharaj, Pujapad Bon Maharaj, and presenting Rath Yatra very, very nicely. And then in the evening, Gurudev, he was speaking on Roy Ramananda Sambad. And for 2 weeks, in very beautiful setting in Jagannath Puri, we were just being inundated with nectar, day and night. From morning till evening, and you went to sleep and you were just dreaming of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his pastimes, Rath Yatra, Roy Ramananda Sambad. Then, after that, we went to Vrindavan, and we had a quick journey up to Haridwar. And we had a very nice festival there. There was opening of a Dharmshala. Very nice Naga Sankirtan through the streets for about 4 hours. And there, Gurudev, he spoke the glories of Haridwar. Coming back from Haridwar, immediately, maybe 1 day's rest, then Rajmandal Parikram began. And Gurudev, in the morning, he was speaking on Damodar Lila, and we're going to different holy places, and again, and again, we were being fed very, very, very sweet nectar, very nice Lila Katha, Tattva Siddhanta, all coming unbroken, like an unbroken stream of nectar. And after Gurudev, he had gone through Damodar Lila, then in the mornings he started speaking on Sri Bhajan Rahasya. In the evenings, he continued speaking on Roy Ramananda Sambad. So for 1 month, Gurudev, he started in Vrindavan from the point of the love of the gopis. In Jagannath Puri, he had spoken already on Varnashram Dham, Sharanagati, Kamapanam, Gyan Sunya Bhakti, so many things. Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya. And in Vrindavan, he was in Madhurya Ras. I think that such topics being spoken to a Western audience in such depth, I think maybe it has not happened before. Very, very nice. In the evening, he was giving us some glimpse of the Sajja, and in the morning, he was explaining what is the sadhana through Sri Bhajan Rahasya. And I was following the Ramananda Sambad from Jagannath Puri, and I was every evening staying up, taking notes, staying up late at night, just to keep up. And I thought, oh, I'll continue this in Vrindavan. But then when he was doing Sri Bhajan Rahasya in the morning and Roy Ramananda Sambad in the evening, I couldn't keep up. I thought what to do. So I continued with Roy Ramananda Sambad. But then one day in Govardhan, he asked me to speak. So what have I been speaking in Sri Bhajan Rahasya? And then I stood up and I was blank. Could not remember anything. And for a few minutes, I waffled. In England we call it waffling. Just saying nothing. And then I realized that, oh, that this Sri Bhajan Rahasya is so important for me. So important. That Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he's so very mercifully, he is presented, though he is an eternal associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Radha Krishna, but he has presented the process. He's come and gone through the process for our benefit. And that process that he has undergone, he's presented in Sri Bhajan Rahasya. For one starting from beginning, going to the highest level. So then I thought, oh, let me absorb myself in this Sri Bhajan Rahasya. And I started to do so, even when we came to San Diego. I was still thinking and studying Sri Bhajan Rahasya. So after San Diego program, we had the program in Germany after Vrindavan Parikram, and there, very, very incredible thing happened. Gurudev, he started to speak on Jaiva Dharma, and then he opened up Jaiva, he just started to read, just reading the first page, and he infused the whole room with such an energy, a transcendental energy, that he just took us all into Godrum Dweep. We're no longer in Germany. We're right there in Godrum Dweep. And he was just reading, and I thought, oh, if I read this for thousands of births, I could not get what he's given in just a few minutes. So very sweet. And then in San Diego, Gurudev also, he started to speak on Sri Bhajan Rahasya. But when Gurudev, he came here to Hawaii for his retreat, at that time somehow it was arranged that I would go different places. Pujapad Bhaktivinoda Rani Maharaj, he's not here. We're all very sorely missing him. So I thought what I can do. Everybody, they've already heard from Aranya Maharaj what I can do. I'm in a losing battle here.
Big problem.
Huh? Big problem. So, first we went to Sharanagati in Canada. And there, devotees, they had previously gone to, where's that place? Where you had a fest? Salt Springs Island. And they were very fortunate to receive the blessings of Srila Gurudeva. And their whole life had changed. Previously, these devotees, many of them,
Radhikai Tadali Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktai Tada Bhaktaya Namo. I remember my last days, and the last date of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. He called upon me my last day.